Very nice.
It will
Thank you
get
so much.
solidified.
Yes, very good. So it will help us when we are new in Krishna consciousness. Yeah, you can mute yourself, please. So when you are beginners in Krishna consciousness, you want to get faith in Shastra, yes, so that your Krishna consciousness will be fortified. Okay. So in essence, why do the beginners need this course, Shastra Pramana? So that this Shastra Pramana course is going to establish clearly why we should believe in Shastras and why not in the scientists, or what are the defects in knowledge which is gathered in sources other than Shastras. Why we should believe only Shastras, that will be justified in this course. Okay. Next, there are also, so you can put your hands down. We also have devotees who have been practicing for many years in Krishna consciousness. They also need Shastra Pramana. Why do you think those who have been practicing Krishna consciousness for many years, why do you think they need Shastra Pramana? Yes. Chamya. Chamya. Unmute.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
So actually, it enhances, right? So everybody, even though the devotees who are practicing, always we are not full of knowledge. We keep having this struggle of, getting connected to the Krishna consciousness. Whatever we are learning, we keep missing so many things, right? So with this, it will really help that spiritual growth and understanding, mainly in the scriptures, so that we understand this concept of bhakti, this devotional love.
Yes.
That improves, that will enhance us. The more we put time, the more we think about it. It's like a practical application, and that transformation happens constantly if we deepen our knowledge towards this. So always, anybody has to be always a student to learn. It's not that seniority or something we can think of. So these are the things that we apply, scriptural
Mataji.
principles to the daily lives. So that leads to positive transformations, and we help others also to change. Like community building and support will happen. So it
Thank you,
fosters
Mataji.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
thank you very much. So now I will explain also. So yes, your points are valid. So, okay, Devahuti Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Why Shastra Pramana is required for us is because, first of all, conviction for our own selves. So when whatever we are reading and whatever we are hearing has a pramana. Secondly, when we are preaching or when we are teaching others, that conviction helps us to teach them and to make them understand why Shastra is the only pramana.
Yes.
So it is required for all, old, young, new, everybody, to build our own conviction, first of all, and then transfer it to the listener.
Yes, very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so now I'll tell you the connection between knowing Shastra and believing in Shastra. What is the goal? What is the goal of life for the devotees? We all want to enter into Shuddha Bhakti. We all want to perform pure devotional service. Srila Rupa Goswami has given us a definition of pure devotional service. What is the definition? Anyabhilashita shunyam jnana karmadyanavritam anukulyena krishnanushilanam bhaktiruttama. What does this mean? This definition is saying that pure devotional service means rendering direct devotional service. What is direct devotional service? Sakshat bhakti means Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, like that. This is called Sakshat Bhakti, Shravanadi Rupa Bhakti, Shravana Kirtanadi Rupa Bhakti. Performing direct devotional service to Krishna for how long? For 24 hours a day, continuously. And in the mood of a servant, without having any other desires save and except pleasing Krishna. This is called Shuddha Bhakti. For one to do Shuddha Bhakti, what is the qualification? The qualification is Purna Sharanagati, complete surrender. When do you get Purna Sharanagati? When you have Dhrida Shraddha, firm faith. What is firm faith? Firm faith that Krishna is only the Supreme Personality of Godhead. My identity, Jivera Swarupa Hoy, Krishnera Nityadas. My identity is I am eternally a servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then my only duty is to render direct devotional service to Krishna 24/7. So when one gets full faith in this, that's called Dhrida Shraddha. Only when one gets Dhrida Shraddha, he is able to surrender to the Lord, get Purna Sharanagati. When you get Purna Sharanagati, then you can begin pure devotional service, Shuddha Bhakti. What is Dhrida Shraddha? What is Shraddha? Shraddha is defined as Shastrartha Vishwasaha. Shastrartha Vishwasaha. What is Shastrartha Vishwasaha? Shastrartha Vishwasaha means firm faith or believing in the conclusions of the Shastras. Shraddha means believing in the conclusions of the Shastra. What is conclusion of Shastra? That Krishna is the Supreme Lord, that I am the eternal servant of Krishna, that my duty is to simply render devotional service to Krishna. This is the conclusion of Shastra. So when one believes in the conclusion of Shastra, that is itself Dhrida Shraddha. When you get Dhrida Shraddha, then you can begin pure devotional service. Now for one to get this firm faith in the conclusion of Shastra, for one to believe in the conclusion of Shastra, what does one need? One need to believe in Shastra. You need to believe in Shastra, that then you will believe in the conclusion of Shastra. And when you believe in the conclusion of Shastra, that is Dhrida Shraddha. The symptom of Dhrida Shraddha is Purna Sharanagati. And when you get Purna Sharanagati, you will begin pure devotional service. So that is the goal. You want to enter into pure devotional service. So we have been practicing Krishna consciousness for several years, but we want to increase our Shraddha so that we can come to the stage of rendering direct devotional service to Krishna 24/7 in the mood of a servant without having any other desire save and except pleasing Krishna. So now you see the connection between believing Shastras and the goal of life. Goal of life is pure devotional service. Okay? So when you believe in Shastras, you will believe in the conclusion of Shastra. When you believe in the conclusion of Shastra, then that is called Dhrida Shraddha. When you get Dhrida Shraddha, the symptom of Dhrida Shraddha is Purna Sharanagati. When you get Purna Sharanagati, then you begin pure devotional service. Okay? You got that point? Bhagavati Mataji, can you say that, please? Go ahead. Please tell me the connection.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. So one has to believe in Sastra. Then believe in Sastra, that conclusion is believe in Sastra means we will get the Dhrida Shraddha. So according to, if we get the Dhrida Shraddha and we will do, we will give the, means we will get the Purna Sharanagati. And after that, we can do pure devotional service towards on the Krishna.
Very good. Thank you. So when you believe in Shastra, then you'll get belief in the conclusion of Shastra. Belief in conclusion of Shastra is nothing but Dhrida Shraddha. Dhrida Shraddha's symptom is Purna Sharanagati. And when you get Purna Sharanagati, you can start pure devotional service. So don't we all need Shastra? We need to believe Shastra so that we can reach our goal. That's why we do these courses, to build our Shraddha. We want to build our Shraddha until we come to Dhrida Shraddha. So now, what did we read in the beginning? That to do any activity, whether it is within this universe or to know about things or for dealings outside of this universe, what do we need? What do we need?
Knowledge.
For in jnanam, knowledge. Yes, we need jnanam. To do any activity, we need jnanam. So now we need a definition for jnanam. What is the definition for jnanam? This is given by Annam Bhatta. Sorry, actually I said Tarka Sangraha. Tarka Sangraha is by Annam Bhatta. Earlier I told you we are doing the first three Anuchedas, that is Sarva Samvadini. The commentary on Tattva Sandarbha by Srila Jiva Goswami is Sarva Samvadini. So we are doing the first three Anuchedas of Sarva Samvadini. Now I am going to tell you the definition of Jnanam as given by Annam Bhatta in Tarka Sangraha. So what is the definition of Jnanam? Sarva Vyavahara Hetu Jnanam. What is Jnanam? Sarva Vyavahara Hetu. Sarva means what? Sarva means Laukika and Alaukika. For all types of dealings within this universe, as well as for dealings outside of this universe. Vyavahara means dealings. Sarva Vyavahara Hetu. The cause for all types of dealings, whether in this universe or outside this universe, is called Jnanam. Okay? What is Jnanam? Sarva Vyavahara Hetu Jnanam. Jnanam is the cause for all types of dealings within this universe or outside this universe. Unless you have Jnanam, you cannot perform any activity. Now, this Jnanam is of two types. Jnanam is of two types. One is called smrti jnanam. Smriti jnanam. The other one is anubhava jnanam. I will try one more time. I'll take a different page. Okay. One second.
Your screen is not shared, Mother.
Yeah, I'm sharing from you. Okay, you're seeing my screen? Yeah.
Mother, you can use, you don't get tensed actually. You can use pen very nicely. You keep your slate just like horizontally, and the coordinations are there, and just to follow. That means you are writing on a screen. Your slate is just matching with the screen. So now you keep this corner, means that you can see the pen is now moving.
Yes.
Move it.
Okay.
And
I think I have to select the...
you can select the pen. That's you can take another one. Yes.
Okay. So this is the universe. Okay, universe. And inside this we have...
And if you want to erase it, just in your pen there is two buttons are there, lower button and upper button, where you put hold with your fingers the pen. There the two buttons are there. So if you press the higher button and if you take that to the line where whatever you draw, that will be erased.
Okay, I'll try that. Actually, my laptop is dying now, and for some reason, I'm not able to charge. Just today it happened, so it might end at any time. I don't know.
No problem. Through your mobile, you can do, and whatever drawings if you need, I can draw it. If you need actually, okay. Hare Krishna, just wait for 2 minutes. Mataji's laptop charging is over. Just 2 minutes, bro. Mataji's.
Hare Krishna, you're able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, my laptop is dead. So we still have half an hour. I'll just continue. What should I do without the whiteboard? Should I just speak or?
Okay, 1 second. Hmm.
Yes, thank you. So, as you all are able to see, this is the universe. Laukika Jagat is the universe. And inside the Laukik Jagat, there are various things, various objects. And outside, beyond this universe, is Alaukika. And the creator is Alaukika. Okay? So, for us to know about, for us to do any activity within this universe, we need knowledge. And also, to get knowledge about the creator, who is Alaukika, we need knowledge. And we already saw the definition of jnanam. Jnanam means sarva vyavahara hetuhu. The cause for all types of dealings is jnanam. Sarva vyavahara hetu jnanam. Then I said that jnanam is of two types. You have smrti jnanam and anubhava jnanam. Smrti jnanam and anubhava jnanam. What is smriti jnanam? Smriti jnanam means samskara matra janyam smriti jnanam. Okay, that means that knowledge which is produced from samskaras is called smriti jnanam. Knowledge which is produced from samskaras is called smriti jnanam. Then you may ask, what is samskara? What is samskara? Samskara means the impressions which are stored. The impressions which are stored in memory, in chittam. When there is an udbodhakam, then from those samskaras, knowledge is produced. That knowledge which is produced from samskaras, when there is an udbodhakam, when there is an udbodhakam, the knowledge that is produced from samskaras is called smriti jnanam. What is, then you may ask how these samskaras are formed. Yes, how these samskaras are formed. Samskaras are formed from anubhava jnanam. So the second type is anubhava jnanam. Jnanam is two types, smriti jnanam and anubhava jnanam. Okay? Jnanam is two types, anubhava jnanam and smriti jnanam.
Go slowly.
Okay.
Anubhava jnanam.
Yes. So jnanam is two types, anubhava jnanam and smriti jnanam. First we will see smriti jnanam. Smriti jnanam means samskara janyam jnanam. The knowledge which is born from samskaras is called smriti jnanam. Then what is anubhava jnanam? Tad bhinnam anubhava jnanam. All knowledge which is produced other than the samskaras is called anubhava jnanam. Knowledge, any type of knowledge other than the knowledge which is produced from samskaras is called anubhava jnanam. Okay? So jnanam, we need jnanam for all types of dealings. Jnanam is of two types, smriti jnanam, anubhava jnanam. Smriti jnanam means samskara janyam. Knowledge which is produced from samskaras is called smriti jnanam. And anubhava jnanam means knowledge which is produced from any other source other than samskaras. For all other knowledge, any knowledge other than smriti jnanam, other than that produced from samskaras is called anubhava jnanam. Now, how do we get anubhava jnanam? Anubhava jnanam can be gotten in 10 different ways. Anubhava jnanam can be gotten in 10 different ways. Before we discuss the 10 ways of anubhava jnanam, let us understand some terms here. Okay, we will just see the 10 types of anubhava jnanam first. Okay, so you have pratyaksham. Anubhava jnanam, I said, is of 10 types. So one is pratyaksham. Second one is, yes, pratyaksham means direct perception. Second is anumiti jnanam. Anumiti jnanam. This is knowledge coming from inference. Anumiti jnanam. Then the third one is shabda bodha or shabda jnanam. Shabda jnanam. Fourth one is upamiti jnanam. In this way, you can get 10 types of jnanam, but the important thing is here, what is the cause for this jnanam? We said there are 10 types of jnanam. We will go into the details of these 10 types later on. What is the cause for this? Let's say pratyaksham. Pratyaksha jnanam or pratyaksham is coming from pratyaksha pramana. Prama, pratyaksha. Okay, this, yeah, go ahead, Pranjit. So pratyaksha jnanam is caused by pratyaksha pramanam. So for us, now we need to understand some terms here. There are 4 important terms. We will come back to this. Let's understand 4 important terms. There is prama, pramanam, prama, pramanam, pramata, and prameyam. What is prama? Prama means yathartha jnanam. Yathartha jnanam or vastava jnanam. Vastava jnanam. Yathartha jnanam or vastava jnanam. That is prama. So we said anubhava jnanam is of 10 types. You have pratyaksham, anumiti jnanam, shabda bodha, like this 10 different types of jnanam is there. It is not that all knowledge that we get, it is all real knowledge. There is vastava jnanam and there is avastava jnanam. Our interest is we want vastava jnanam. We want yathartha jnanam. Then what is yathartha jnanam? Yathartha jnanam means tadvati tad prakaraha yathartha anubhavaha. Tadvati tad prakaraha yathartha anubhavaha. That means knowing a thing as it is. For example, if you see a rope and you get knowledge that it is a rope, then it is called yathartha anubhava. Yathartha anubhava. Knowing a thing for what it is called yathartha anubhava. Then what is ayathartha anubhava or ayathartha jnanam? Ayathartha anubhava jnanam means what? knowing a thing for what it is not. Tad abhavavati tad prakara. Ayathartha anubhava. Tad abhavati tad prakara. Ayathartha anubhava. For example, you are seeing a rope, but you get knowledge that it is a snake. You are seeing a rope, but you are getting knowledge that it is a snake. That means you are getting wrong knowledge. Ayathartha anubhava means not getting right knowledge. You are getting wrong knowledge. What type of knowledge are we interested in? We want yathartha jnanam. We want yathartha jnanam. So prama means yathartha jnanam. Next word is pramanam. What is pramanam? Prama karanam iti pramanam. Pramanam means prama karanam iti pramanam. The cause, the most important cause for prama is called pramanam. The most important cause for prama is called pramanam. So what is prama? Prama means knowledge. Yathartha jnanam, real knowledge. The most important cause that produces this real knowledge is called pramanam. Okay. Then there is pramata. There is pramata.
Example.
Example of pramanam. Okay. So we said there are 10 different types of knowledge. So this knowledge, 10 different types of knowledge is produced by 10 different types of pramanam. Just like we said here, pratyaksha jnanam, pratyaksham. What is the cause for pratyaksham, for direct perception? Pratyaksha pramanam. Pratyaksha jnanam is produced by pratyaksha pramanam. Anumiti jnanam is produced by anumana pramanam. Shabda jnanam is produced by shabda pramanam. Similarly, you have 7 more types of pramanam. I can just list them. Upamana pramanam, upamana pramanam, arsha pramanam, arsha pramanam, arthapatti, aitihya, aitihya pramanam, anupalabdhi, anupalabdhi pramanam. It is also called abhava, anupalabdhi or abhava. Then there is sambhava, sambhava pramanam, and cheshta, cheshta. Okay, so these are 10 pramanas which produce yathartha jnanam. 10 different pramanas which produce jnanam. Okay, so what are these 10 different pramanas? These are 10 ways, 10 different ways in which you can get yathartha jnanam. Only when you get yathartha jnanam, Can you call this pramana? Pramanam. If it is not producing yathartha jnanam, you cannot call it as pramanam. It becomes apramanam. We will discuss it again in detail. For now, just remember these 10 types of pramanam. Let's look at the other two terms. We said prama, pramanam, then pramata. Maybe you can draw the diagram, Prabhuji, for the, I, prama, pramanam, pramata, and prameyam. Pramata is the person, the spirit soul, Atma. And
the covered soul, conditioned soul.
Conditioned soul, yes. The conditioned soul, Baddha Jiva. Yes. So now, the person who is getting this knowledge, the person who's getting this knowledge is pramata. Pramata is the person who is getting the knowledge. Pramanam is the most important cause for the production of that knowledge. So here in this case, let us take I. We are taking one example of pratyaksha pramanam. We said there are 10 types of pramanam. First one is pratyaksha pramanam. So we are taking that example here to demonstrate these 4 terms. So here the I is pramana. For what? The pen is the object. What this pen is called prameyam. Prameyam. The object about which we are getting knowledge, that object is called prameyam. And the knowledge which is produced is called prama. What is the knowledge? This is a pen. The object I am seeing is a pen. This is a pen. That is the knowledge. That is prama. Okay? Everyone is clear about these 4 terms? Prama, pramanam, pramata, and prameyam. I'll say one more time. Prama is the knowledge. What is the knowledge here? That this is a pen. This is the knowledge, and that is called prama. Prama means the knowledge that we are getting. What knowledge am I getting? That this is a pen. Who is getting this knowledge? The Baddha Jiva, the conditioned soul. He's called pramata. The person who's getting this knowledge is called pramata. What is the most important cause for this knowledge? I. Right? The I is seeing. The I is seeing, and then I'm getting the knowledge that it is a pen. So in this case, the I is the pramanam. I is the pramanam. And the object about which I'm getting knowledge is called prameyam. Okay. So one more time, I'll just tell you from the beginning. What did we see so far?
Yeah, please repeat.
Yeah. First is, we saw that for all types of dealings within this world, to do any type of activity, what do we need? We need knowledge. To get also to know about objects which are outside this universe, also we need knowledge. Then what is the definition of this knowledge? Sarva vyavahara hetuhu jnanam. That means the cause for all types of dealings. All types of dealings means dealings within this universe and dealings outside of this universe. Outside of this universe means the creator also. Everything. Yes? So to get all types of knowledge, the cause for all types of knowledge is called jnanam. Then we said jnanam is of 2 types. Anubhava jnanam and smrti jnanam. Anubhava jnanam and smrti jnanam. What is smrti jnanam? Knowledge which is produced from samskaras. Smriti matra, samskara matra janyam smriti jnanam. Okay? knowledge which is produced from samskaras is called smrti jnanam. Acha, I want to explain this to you. For example, I didn't give you this example about smriti jnanam. Let's say, how do we get smriti jnanam? I said, when there is udbodhakam. Udbodhakam. For example, let's say I tell you, you attended Janmashtami festival 2024 in your particular temple. When I say this, what comes to your mind? When I tell you, you attended Janmashtami festival 2024, immediately do you remember the dress of the deity? Do you remember? Or maybe you remember the Abhishek? You remember something about that festival or not? You remember? That means that knowledge, you're getting that knowledge. How you're getting this knowledge about that festival? Because you already, that impression is there in you. You had attended that festival, you had attended Janmashtami. When you attended, that is anubhava jnanam, right? Now, because of that anubhava jnanam, there is some samskara formed in you. When there is udbodhakam, what is the udbodhakam here? When I said Janmashtami 2024 in your temple, as soon as I said that, now that udbodhakam generated this smriti jnanam. Oh, our Radha Krishna deities, they wore purple colored dress. Or Krishna's turban was like this. You remember immediately. Yes? Or so and so devotee has given class on that day, Janmashtami class. Immediately you remember, or that was a wonderful kirtan on Janmashtami. Abhishek was so nice. You remember. You remember means that knowledge is produced. What caused that knowledge to be produced? This udbodhakam, when I said Janmashtami 2024 in your temple, that gave you that knowledge. Where did this knowledge come from? From your samskaras, impressions. Samskara means impressions. Now you may ask, how are these samskaras formed? Yes, how are these samskaras formed? When there is anubhavam, already we said anubhava is happening in 10 different ways. Yes, so when there is anubhavam, samskaras are formed. That means in the first moment, in the first fraction of the second of your anubhavam, in the first fraction of second of that anubhavam, or let's say, I'll give you example of pratyaksha pramanam here. Okay, pratyaksha pramanam. You see something or you hear something. When, okay. I wanted to tell you what is pratyaksha pramanam, but that comes later on. But anyway, so in the very first fraction of that experience, first the anubhavam comes, and in the second, impression is formed. The second fraction, the samskara is formed. You're following? The very first fraction of the second, when you're experiencing, when there is first fraction of second, anubhavam is formed. Immediately after that, the next fraction of second, it forms an impression or a samskara. The samskaras are stored. The samskaras are stored in your chittam. When there is an udbodhakam, from these samskaras, knowledge is produced. That knowledge which is produced from samskaras is called smriti jnanam. So I said there are two types of knowledge, smriti jnanam and anubhava jnanam. I told you how smriti jnanam is produced. Then next, anubhava jnanam. How do you get anubhava jnanam? You get anubhava jnanam in 10 different ways. There are 10 pramanas which produce anubhava jnanam. What are the 10 pramanas? Pratyaksha pramana, anumana pramana, shabda pramana, upmana pramana, arsha, arthapatti, aitihya, anupalabdhi, sambhava, cheshta. These are the 10 types of pramanam which produce anubhava jnanam. One more point is, we are interested only in yathartha jnanam. What is yathartha jnanam? What is yathartha jnanam? Yes. And tad bhavati tat prakaraha anubhavaha. yathartha anubhava. To know a thing for what it is called yathartha anubhava. So yathartha jnanam, when you have yathartha anubhava, when you have yathartha anubhava, that means from, if the pramanam means only when it produces yathartha jnanam, it is called pramanam. If it is not producing yathartha jnanam, it is called apramanam. Okay. So when yathartha jnanam is produced by a pramana, that yathartha anubhavam will produce yathartha smrti jnanam. You're all with me? You're following? Smrti jnanam is rooted in what? You're not following. Meenakshi Mataji. No. Okay, please. You're not understanding. One more time I'll tell you. See, knowledge is two types. Okay? Smriti jnanam and anubhava jnanam. That much you understood. Okay. Smriti jnanam is generated from samskaras. You understood that? Yes. Smriti jnanam from samskaras. Now, smriti jnanam is produced from samskaras. Where are samskaras formed from? Anubhavam. Okay. Samskaras are also coming from anubhavam only. If smriti jnanam is from samskara is coming from anubhava, then your smriti jnanam is also dependent on anubhava jnanam or not? Correct, right? So if your anubhava jnanam is yathartha means what? Getting right knowledge. If anubhava jnanam is yathartha, then your smriti jnanam will also be yathartha smriti jnanam, correct? But if your anubhava jnanam is ayathartha, if it is wrong knowledge, then your smriti jnanam will also be ayathartha. Good, okay. So now finally, what is jnanam? Yathartha jnanam means, yathartha jnanam is yathartha anubhavam plus yathartha smriti. Yathartha jnanam means yathartha anubhavam plus yathartha smriti gives you yathartha jnanam. So these are the 10 different ways in which you can get yathartha jnanam. Although we said there is smriti jnanam and anubhava jnanam, actually, if you have yathartha anubhava jnanam, you will automatically have yathartha smriti jnanam also. And yathartha anubhava jnanam you can get in these 10 different ways only. There is no other way other than these 10 ways in which one can get yathartha jnanam. Okay? So now what we have to do after knowing this much is, first of all, please go over all this. I will send you the material after my laptop comes back. I will send you the material. Go over the material. The next step is, now we have to study each of these 10 pramanas. I gave you a list of 10 pramanas. Now we have to study each of these 10 pramanas. And then we have to find out, because what is our research? What are we trying to find here? We want to find that source which, or that pramana which gives us yathartha jnanam. Okay? That pramana which gives us yathartha jnanam, and it gives us yathartha jnanam every time. Not sometimes it is giving yathartha jnanam and sometimes ayathartha jnanam. No. We are looking for that pramanam. Now these 10 pramanas are there. Is going to give yathartha jnanam all the time. We have to find out. That's our task here. We saw there are only 10 ways to get yathartha jnanam. Now, are these 10 pramanas going to give yathartha jnanam every time? Or do they give yathartha jnanam sometimes and ayathartha jnanam at other times? If it is like that, we are interested to find out if there is a pramanam which will give only yathartha jnanam every time. Okay? we want to find that pramanam which will give only yathartha jnanam every time, all the time. One. Second point is, we want to find that pramanam which can give us yathartha jnanam independently. It will give me yathartha jnanam independent of all other pramanas. It can give on its own. And third is, we want to find that pramanam which will give us yathartha jnanam, and also it can correct other pramanas when they are giving ayathartha jnanam. That pramana which is capable of correcting other pramanas when they are giving ayathartha jnanam. So this is our task now. So in the next class, we will go over these 10 pramanas. We will study each of these pramanas and we will investigate. We will find out, is there a pramanam which can give us yathartha jnanam? And also we will see what are the problems. Why, if some pramanas are not giving yathartha jnanam every time, why they are not giving? What are the defects? So like that we will proceed. So I think we can stop today's discussion here and I can take any questions. Yes, Mataji. Vijaya Mataji. Unmute. Mataji, you are in mute. I'm not able to. You're still in mute.
There is one Mataji is asking question, Lalita Leela Shakti Devi Dasi. So to have for me, Mataji, I am very much interested, but I can't take it fully. Help me, please.
Can't take fully?
So you may ask them what they understood and take one student and go explain, that means whatever you said through that student by asking questions.
Okay, Broji. So,
Take
but
Lalita, take Lalita only.
Okay. Yes, Mataji. I don't see, but yeah, you can unmute.
They can raise the hand. She can.
Yeah. Lalita Mataji. Yeah, go ahead. Unmute. Mataji. Prabhuji, you're going to unmute her?
I did.
Okay. Mataji, unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna,
Pranam Mataji.
Mataji, but I cannot take. It is useful for everyone, but it is too heavy for me. It will be good if you tell little slowly, I think.
Slowly, yeah?
I just wanted to.
Yes, please.
Mataji. If am I wrong, I'm so sorry if am I wrong.
No. Thank you. Thank you for expressing that, because I need to know. Thank you. I'll go slower.
It's
Yes.
very interesting.
Okay, can you,
Thank
Mataji, can you tell me so far what you understood? Anything, like whatever you understood, that will help me to help you. Yeah, unmute yourself again. You're in mute. Lalita Mataji.
I did unmute.
Mataji, there are two types of jnanam. One is smrti jnanam and anubhava jnanam. There are 10 types of anubhava jnanam.
Can you go again systematically? First of all, what is jnanam?
Wait, Mataji.
Other students, if they want to leave, they can leave.
Mataji. Mataji, can we get recording, Mataji? This recording.
Yeah, you'll get recording and I'll give you notes also. There's notes for the whole class. You can go over that. But I was just
Then
seeing, yeah. Can you
sorry,
just, okay, I'll just tell you. You tell me
okay,
what you
sorry. So sorry.
understood. No problem. Go ahead.
Take on another student.
Okay.
I think she is getting scared.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Meenakshi Mataji, go ahead. Thank you, Lalita Mataji. Unmute.
Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Pranam Mataji.
Please accept my humble obeisances. Yeah, class is very nice, but there are too many technical terms.
Yes.
Yeah, for the first time we are not able to understand the things. But anyway, so here after knowing about the 10 pramanas, then the next level is we are interested to find out them. The first one, I think that you told me that we want to find the pramana every time and all the time. So that is the first one. And what is the second one? I was not able to follow that independently. It will give us, I think. Please.
Yes. So I said there are only 10 pramanas, right? So whatever knowledge there is within this entire creation or outside this creation, all that knowledge can be gotten only through these. There are only these 10 ways to get knowledge. There is no 11th way. Now, in these 10 ways, is there any one way that can give us knowledge independent of others? That means it is not depending on any other pramana to give knowledge. It is giving you knowledge. It is giving you knowledge, yathartha jnanam, without depending on any other pramana.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the third one is it is giving knowledge, yathartha jnanam, and it is also correcting the remaining 9 pramanas. If they are giving wrong knowledge, this is able to correct them.
Ayathartha jnanam.
If others are giving ayathartha jnanam, then this pramana will be able to correct them. That means they are giving wrong, then this will show no, that is wrong, this is correct. Like that. So these are the 3. So that we will see. But you understood what we discussed today? Can you tell me what you understood, Mataji?
Yeah, Mataji. So for especially in the universe, if we need to know anything, we need to have the knowledge from this universe, Laukika or Alaukika.
Feelings.
Are you able to hear me, Mataji?
Yes.
Yeah.
So in this universe, you need for any type of knowledge.
We need to understand or know anything about this universe, like like from Laukya or Alaukika. So we need to have the certain knowledge to understand that. Yeah. So that was the first thing. Yeah. And of that, and now you gave the definition of knowledge, and it is said by Arcanabhakti, and is officially defined as Sarva Vyavahara Hetu Jnanam.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then knowledge is of how many types?
Knowledge is just 2 types, smrti and anubhava jnana. Yeah.
Very good. And smrti jnanam means knowledge which is produced from
samskaras,
yes,
stored impressions. Yeah.
Yes. And anubhava jnanam means?
Anubhava knowledge is it's produced from the samskaras.
No. Smriti jnanam is produced from samskaras.
One second, Madhuri. So here, smrti jnanam is produced from the samskaras. And how these samskaras are coming? Because of anubhava, experiences.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Madhuri?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. So, Vijaya Mataji. Okay, Mataji, Meenakshi Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Vijaya Mataji, go ahead.
I will unmute.
Pranam Mataji.
Yes. Go ahead, Mataji.
Yeah. As the previous Mataji is explained about the anubhava jnanam and samskara jnanam.
Smriti
jnanam. After anubhavam, we are turning that one as a samskara jnanam, and from samskara jnanam, it is coming as a smriti jnanam.
Samskara jnanam, no? Samskara means impressions. So anubhava jnanam forms samskaras. And samskaras produce smriti jnanam. Yes.
So it is, if we consider as a subconscious mind and the experiences, sometimes whatever we are understanding, that even though we are not having the experiences in a day-to-day life, sometimes we will experience some of the places or some of the incidents. When they are happening, we feel that all these things we already know. So before facing the experience also, for some people, they will get these smrti anubhavas through their dreams or in their meditation or sometimes. So how do these smrti jnanam is already, the impressions are already stored in the subconscious.
Yeah.
This is because of the previous birth, because of they are thinking about more about the jnanam of indwelling of this universe, or what is the relation?
Okay. Yes, Mataji. Thank you.
Mataji, shall I answer?
Yes, Prabhuji. Go ahead, please. Go ahead, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, I am telling. So I try to understand your question, Mataji. You are saying that you understood the point.
Yes.
Anubhava is producing samskaras.
Yes, those are
And these samskaras, when there is a utprerakam, that means some kind of impulse, then what will happen? These samskaras will be producing smriti jnanam. For example, so Mataji she has given an example. That means, or otherwise we can take maybe some few days back, you went to some place, maybe so Himalayas. Now you just heard the word Himalayas.
Yes.
Immediately now, oh, Himalayas is very cold, and that place is very cold and very beautiful. This kind of knowledge now you are getting.
Okay.
So now Himalayas are cold and they are very beautiful. Now presently you are not seeing Himalayas and you are not in the place of Himalayas. But still you are now saying Himalayas are there, very much cold is there.
Okay.
So how you are saying this? This knowledge, Himalayas, there is a lot of snow. How you are saying this? This is helping, this is coming, this knowledge is coming from the what? From the samskaras. So you had the coolness of experience when you was there, when you were there at the time, you had experienced the coldness and you had do some samskara of that. And now that samskara is producing. So what? So there is a cold. That means there is a snow in Himalayas. Okay. So that means you are not feeling now cold. No? You are now here somewhere else, and you are not feeling any cold, and you are not in the place of Himalayas. But how you are getting this knowledge? Yeah, you understood now this.
Yeah.
So next the point is the smrti jnana we understood. Now I'm coming to your question actually. So first of all, let it be clear. And then next question is, you are saying that in the subconsciousness, I'm trying to understand your question. So in subconsciousness, you are saying that you are already. Can you repeat this in this place your question?
Yeah. So right now you heard about the Himalayas, and that creates an impression in your mind, and you are feeling that one, or because of the picture or something, you imagine that the Himalayas are like this, and that impression, that samskara created sub memory in your subconscious mind. I agree that.
No, samskara itself is the impression which is there in the chitta.
Yes.
Subconsciousness, use the terms, technical terms. There is a chitta, buddhi, manas, and indriyas. Samskaras always stored in the chittam. Chittam, okay? Keep
Okay.
it chittam. In the samskaras always there in the chittam. Okay?
In the chittam, you got the impression. In the chittam, it is registered. So,
Yes.
sometimes, if you went there, already you know that Himalayas are like this, and you experienced that environment, and you feel that when, okay, I know this is like this. I agree with that part. If you already know by knowing or by reading or by through some anubhavam, you got some notes in your chitta.
Yes.
But for some people, they never listen. I will give the practical example. We don't know the village. We never see the situations. But every year, in particular time, in the month of the November, I got a dream saying there is a big, what I can say, that is చెరువు తెలుగులో there is a big
తెలుగులో చెప్పండి.
lake.
తెలుగులో
yeah, తెలుగులో చెప్తానండి. ఒక పెద్ద చెరువు ఉంటుంది. ఆ చెరువుకి దగ్గరలో ఒక పెద్ద చెట్టు, ఆ చెట్టు చుట్టూ రాతి బండ ఉంటారు. ఆ బండ మీద ఒక పెద్ద మనిషి ఉంటారు. ఆయన ముందంతా కూడా చాలా పెద్ద ఖాళీ జాగా ఉంటుంది. ఆయనకి లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ చూస్తే ఒక రోడ్డు, ఆ రోడ్డు పక్కన ఒక 5 వాకిళ్ళ ఉన్న ఇల్లు ఉంటుంది. అది పెంకుటిల్లు. ఆ ఇంట్లోకి వెళ్ళాలి అన్న 3 స్టెప్స్ ఎక్కాలి, లోపలికి మళ్ళా అయ్యేతలకి 5 స్టెప్స్ లోపలికి దిగాలి. అక్కడ ఒక మనిషి, ఒక ముసలమ్మ మొదటి వాకిలి దగ్గర నిలబడి ఉంటుంది. ఇది అసలు నేను ఎప్పుడు నా జీవితంలో నేను చూడలేదు.
They're asking to translate because others are not able to follow
this.
Yeah,
Mataji, please translate, Mataji. Archana Mataji, translate it.
No, she'll speak. Go ahead.
Yeah. There is a lake. Nearby that lake, there is a big banyan tree. Around the banyan tree, there is a big cement there is a
platform.
Pardon, Mama. Platform. Cement platform is there. On that cement platform, an old person sitting on that platform. Before his eyes, there is a big vacant ground. And on his left-hand side, there is on that road, there is a house. To enter into that house is with the 5 entrances, as it is a one-line house. If you want to go to that house, you have to get into 3 steps down to enter into that house. I don't know. I never see the house. I will see that house. I will see the place and everything from 2009 till 2014.
24 and 14.
Between 2009 to 2014.
Now it is not coming.
Now it is not coming.
In dreams it comes now.
When I saw the house, why I am saying this one is, when I saw the house, within 2 or 3 days, I will get a typhoid fever.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
I am not in any scary situations in that dream.
Yes.
I'm not having anything. I'm not seeing I don't know the persons.
Yes.
I overcome that situation is, when the same situation was arised in 2012 one time. That time I am with my in-laws and I'm shouting. Even in night I'm shouting because I know that if I get this, I will get some fever or something, some ill health. So when I am shouting, my mother-in-law asked me to wake up and she asked why you are shouting. I told all this. In the next day morning, she given a call to her mother-in-law and asked about this house is your father-in-law's house. Am I right or not? Okay. So when she asked about this, immediately my my father-in-law's sister, my grandmother in the relation, she told that till now my sons are not doing any puja or anything for my father-in-law. Whatever she is seeing is my father-in-law. And the lady, she didn't told about the lady, but if she is having any feeling of that some fear or just go and do the whatever we will do on the Amavasya or our sisters, that puja she can do. I did that
Okay.
puja by doing some in
Okay,
near.
Mataji.
So from
So,
on the time
yeah.
I never saw that one. But that is what from my birth till that time I don't know who is my
Okay. So, I understood your question and it's very clear. So,
so
it's
here
nothing.
I don't have any relation.
Why don't you have any relation? How can you say don't have a relation? You have a relation.
No, what
So,
I am saying is that
no,
impression. I never listen about their stories or anything.
no, try to understand what I'm saying. You are there. You are there in your last life. So, you were there and you were living there. You forgot now. But that samskara is there in your chitta. You're understanding? So that's why that samskara is by the certain udbrekam is awakened. That samskaras are awakened, and that's why because of the samskaras you are seeing the sopna. That means dream. So dreams also because of samskaras only. So that's why previous life you were there actually. You are there and you have seen all those things through your direct eyes. That whole place was watched by you, and that formed the chitta. Those that means when you saw those, that mean those anubhava, that means pratyaksha jnanam is formed a samskara in you, but something happened. Not exactly, I cannot say, but you while leaving this body some accident or something happened actually to you in that place. While leaving that body you were watching all this, maybe you were drawn into that water, I think, because of slipping or something. And while you were watching this whole scene and you left your body, and that last samskara is this, very strongly it was printed in your consciousness. And when you left that gross body, once again, that means that samskara is carried forward and it is always waking up because of the certain utprerakam, udbodhakam actually, certain udbodhakam, and also because of the karma actually. As per your karma, it should be awakened. This kind of dream should come only from this period to this period. So that's why, as per your previous karma, that memories were there. Then once the karma is over, then memories were erased. Now you will not get. So that's why these samskaras are not just belong to this life. Samskaras can be belonging to previous lives. How many lives? Hundreds and millions of lives we already spent. So among those lives, some samskaras still alive, or some are in the very, very hidden form. Some are in the very, uh, very top level. That means they are very clear. Some are very strong and some are very weak. Weak samskaras will not produce the clear knowledge. Some smrti jnanam. Clear smrti it will not come. That means clearly you will not able to understand. For example, I ask you in your fifth year, fifth month, fifth day, so what sabji you ate? You cannot remember this. But when you ate that sabji, you got the samskara, but that samskara is very weak samskara. So now, even if I say the date, you cannot remember. But certain things you may remember. Maybe, like example, in your childhood, some certain things So can you say some incident still you remember? Any incident is there in your childhood happened?
Yeah, I do have I do
So
have
many.
so
So
many.
many. Yeah, so many. Why you are still, because remember getting the smriti of that, because those impressions are those samskaras are very strong. Because of the strong samskaras, you are getting the smriti gnanam still. Smriti gnanam comes from the strong samskaras. Samskaras also many types. They are weak, they are very strong, and they are in between also. So strong samskaras doesn't need a much time to produce this smriti. That means smriti means now you are that samskaras, because of the samskaras, now you are seeing the whole scene, but whole scene is not in front of your eyes, but still you are able to see. That is because of samskaras are producing the whole scene. Now you are seeing that scene. That means there is a tree is there, and there is a cement a basement is there, and there is a house is there, and having the doors and this and that. Now you are seeing in the dream, or otherwise now you are remembering and you're getting the knowledge. Now that means there is a house is a knowledge, and it is having the steps is a knowledge. This knowledge is nothing but the smriti gnanam. From where it is coming? It is coming from the samskaras. So that's why in your last life, you had a very strong samskara actually. Whatever this, and that is leading actually. Because of that only. So that's why anubhava gnanam, anubhava experience will lead to samskaras. And in that samskaras, which are very strong, that will be producing the smriti gnanam. But anubhava gnanam is also, it's not necessary that is always yathartha anubhava. It can be ayathartha anubhava. Ayathartha anubhava will produce the ayathartha samskara, and that will lead to the ayathartha smriti gnana. Okay? Is it clear for you?
Yeah, thank you, Professor.
Go ahead, Mataji. Archana.
Yeah. Kalyani Mataji, next.
Hare Krishna Mataji. My doubt is cleared by the arguments with Mataji's example and explanation of the Prabhuji, that maybe it is experiences, the jnanam coming from anubhava is, maybe it is smriti or yathartha or ayathartha, maybe. This is my doubt actually. Here samskara means I think it was samskara means it is pure. That means yathartha. I thought that like other than pure means body, gross body and subtle body. These levels are impure state of smritis. They produce impure anubhavas. So and the samskaras which are from the soul are the pure activities. We get pure anubhavas. Is it correct, Mataji? I can able to.
Mataji, pure, when the anubhava is produced, when the anubhava is yathartha anubhava, it will produce yathartha samskaras. And yathartha samskaras will give you yathartha smriti jnanam. It will produce yathartha smriti jnanam. But if your anubhava is ayathartha anubhava, then the smriti jnanam, the samskaras, and then from that the smriti jnanam produced will also be ayathartha. So you are asking about the soul. You're saying the impressions from the soul are pure and the impressions from the body, gross and subtle body, are impure, you're saying?
Yes, Message not only, of course, experiences we are experiencing through the body only, through the subtle body and the gross body only. So, what my question is, Mataji, can I ask in Telugu?
Yeah.
Mataji, can I ask in Telugu? It is
I
difficult
will
for me
repeat
to.
it in English afterwards for others. Go ahead, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. నేనేమంటున్నానంటే మాతాజీ, the experiences through our కామ క్రోధ లోభ మోహ మద మాత్సర్య, అంటే మనం ఈ వీటిని మీడియం గా ఏవైతే ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్లు పొందుతున్నామో ఇవి అవాస్తవ స్మృతిని మనల్లో మిగుల్చుతాయి. అది బాడీ త్రూ బాడీ ఆర్ సటిల్ బాడీ, గ్రాస్ బాడీ ఆర్ సటిల్ బాడీ, ఇవి ఏవైనా సరే అవాస్తవమైనటువంటి ఎక్స్పీరియన్సెస్ ని మనల్లో మిగుల్చుతాయి. దాని వలన కూడా మనకి స్మృతి వస్తుంది కదా మాతాజీ, ఇంప్రెషన్స్ వస్తాయి.
Vastava Gyan. Okay, so Mataji is asking that when you are influenced by lust, anger, greed, then whatever knowledge that you're getting, that knowledge is avastava Gyanam. Right, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji. Yes.
And then that avastava Gyanam will also produce avastava smrti Gyanam. That was
Yes,
your point. Is this true? She is asking. So avastava Gyanam means understanding something for what it is not, getting wrong knowledge about something. So when you're influenced by lust, anger, and greed, what type of knowledge are you getting? Are you getting Vastava Gyanam or not? So when you're influenced by the modes of Prabhuji, you're there?
Mataji, I am here.
You're here. You want to answer this question?
Yes, yes.
Please.
One second. So, Kalyani Mataji, can you understand English?
Yes, Prabhuji, I can understand.
See, whether person is inflicted by lust, anger, and greed, and so on, so then in that state, whatever knowledge he is getting is impure. You are saying the word impure. Huh? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
And now you are inflicted by lust, anger, and greed or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So now if I show you, are you seeing in my hand what you are seeing?
Pen, Prabhuji.
So this is Vastava Gnanam or not?
Yes, this is true. Yes, this is a fact. Yes,
Fact,
Prabhuji.
na? So why you are clubbing two things? So when one person is inflicted by lust, anger, and greed, then whatever knowledge he is getting, that is impure. Is it a true statement?
Sometimes it
You
is.
sometimes and but not every time, na?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yathartha Gnana means you should understand the definition. Whatever the object is there, and if you get the knowledge about that object as it is, tadvati tad prakaraha. That means in this object penness is there, and if you see the penness, and if you get the knowledge about this object with the penness, then that knowledge is yathartha. Don't bring the point of lust, anger, and greed. So then all the lusty fellows, all the time they see, that means all the time they get the wrong knowledge. If you say, if they are eating food and they are thinking that it is a food, that is also wrong. They are drinking water and they are experiencing water now, and they are saying that this is water. Their tongue is touching the water, and they are getting the knowledge that this object is water. So that is also wrong. No. So that's why don't mix the things here. So here yathartha gnanam, try to understand. Anubhava gnanam is two types. It can be yathartha, it can be ayathartha. And this anubhava gnanam is coming from 10 types of pramanas. 10 types of pramanas will produce the gnanam. Gnanam can be yathartha or ayathartha. Yathartha gnanam, we know it as prama. Ayathartha gnanam, we say it as brahma. So Anubhava Gnanam can be either yathartha or the ayathartha. That means either right knowledge or the wrong knowledge. But Anubhava Gnanam, who is the cause for the Anubhava Gnanam? These 10 pramanas. In those 10 pramanas, one pramana is what? Pratyaksha pramana. So, like example, you take Pratyaksha pramana, produce Anubhava Gnanam or not? Yes. And Anumana pramana produce Anubhava Gnanam or not? Yes. Shabda pramana produce Anubhava Gnanam or not? Yes. All these 10 pramanas produce the Anubhava Gnanam. But all these 10 pramanas always produce yathartha Anubhava Gnanam? Not necessary. These pramanas sometimes may produce ayathartha Gnanam also. Yes or no? For example,
Yes.
eyes. Eyes are the pratyaksha pramana. Eyes always produce the yathartha gnana, yathartha
No.
anubhava gnana. No.
No.
Now you are seeing the pen as pen. This is yathartha gnanam or not?
Yes. Yes.
But when you see Yandamaval Justaru, when you see the mirages, and you are by seeing the mirage, you are seeing the water. You are saying that there is a water. With your eyes, you are seeing mirage, and you are saying there is water. This is yathartha gnanam or not?
Not.
This is anubhava gnanam or not?
Yes, this is also one type of anubhava. Yes.
But what kind of anubhava this is?
Ayathartha. Ayathartha.
Ayathartha anubhava gnanam. And this ayathartha anubhava gnanam will produce what? Ayathartha samskara. And that ayathartha samskara will produce ayathartha smrti gnanam. Like example, you saw sometimes a rope and you thought it as a snake. That means your eyes are producing that object and producing the knowledge that that object, it is actually rope, but it is producing the knowledge that it is a snake. Now, but you don't know this is a rope, and you simply you thought that it is a snake only. Now the impression on that day I saw a snake. So that means what kind of samskara is produced? Ayathartha samskara is produced or not in you?
Yes.
The snake samskara. And when you remember the words from someone as a snake, then you'll immediately remember the samskara will be leading to, oh, and that day I saw a snake. So that's why this is smrti gnanam. This now you remember on that day I saw snake. This is smrti gnanam coming from that ayathartha samskara. This what kind of smrti gnanam this is?
Ayathartha.
Ayathartha smriti gnanam. You understood?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, clear.
So it's not point. Don't mix the lust, anger, and greed. So we will deal those things. We'll deal those things. Lust, anger, and greed definitely. So those will be affecting the process, that to gain the knowledge. That means these lust, greed, and anger are coming from the out of mode of passion and ignorance. Those will make these 10 pramanas get affected. That means these 10 pramanas, not all 10, some pramanas of these to get affected, and those pramanas may produce ayathartha gnana. Someone is very lusty. Now he is seeing a pole. For that lusty person, how will be, because of so much lust. So he may see that pole as a woman. That means, are ఇది కళ్ళు కామంతో కప్పుకుపోయిరా అని అంటారా తెలుసా? అలాంటప్పుడు in that time, that means because of his lust, what is happening, his eyes are inflicted actually with the mode of passion, lust actually, and that eyes are producing some object which is really not a woman, but he is thinking it as a woman. So that's why lust is not directly producing the impure knowledge. It is causing pramana to get affected, and that is leading to the ayathartha. But not necessarily that all the time he is always lusty person, always his eyes will be only the seeing the eye. That means eyes are giving the only ayathartha gnana. Can you say like that? No.
No.
But there is effect is there. Like that you should
Yes.
see the connection.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Go ahead.
Rajalakshmi Mataji. Rajalakshmi Padmavati.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, you were mentioning about those four things, which is prama, pramanam, pramata, and prameyam. What are these four things, Mataji?
Prama means the knowledge which is produced. Yathartha
No,
jnanam.
I got the details of that. What is that classification of the four things is what I didn't understand, Mataji.
What is the classification? So here we are trying to get knowledge. So these are terms. These are the terms. So we are studying Praman. So our goal here is we are trying to get what is the pramana which gives us yathartha jnanam. So that yathartha jnanam, there's a term for that yathartha jnanam. It is called prama. And what is causing that yathartha jnanam, what is producing that yathartha jnanam, that is called pramana. Like that. And who is getting this knowledge? The person who's getting this knowledge is called pramata. And the object about which he's getting knowledge is prameyam. So these are terms, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji, because I think in the beginning you told some term which I just missed to add there. You said these are the four types. So what are these four types is what I was trying to understand. I've written the definition for each of them, but the classification for these four, that was what I was trying to understand, Mataji.
Prabhuji, Venugopal. You're in mute, Prabhuji.
Rajalakshmi Mataji. So you understood what is the jnanam, that means anubhava jnanam, and also smrti jnanam. Anubhava jnanam can be two types, na? So you please give me the answers, whatever I ask questions. Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So you understood anubhava jnanam, which is coming from the 10 pramanas.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Anubhava jnanam can be also two types. It can be the right or it can be wrong. That means it can be yathartha anubhava jnanam, or otherwise it can be the ayathartha anubhava jnanam. So yathartha anubhava jnanam, we know it as, what is another term we used for the yathartha anubhava jnanam?
Vastava jnanam. Vastava jnanam.
Vastava jnanam, and also we say it as prama.
Prama, correct, sorry.
Yathartha anubhava jnanam, or otherwise yathartha samskara jnanam, is known as prama. Okay. And ayathartha anubhava jnanam is known as prama. Okay. So to produce prama, what you need? So yathartha anubhava jnanam comes from where? Who is the cause?
Pramanam, I.
Pramanam. Not I. Pramanam. That means I. Sorry, I. E-Y-E, I. I is the pramanam. Yes, very good. And example, that means there are 10 different pramanas are there. Now we are taking only one pramana. That is pratyaksha pramana. Actually, anubhava jnanam comes from the 10 different pramanas. But one pramana we are taking, that is pratyaksha pramana. Even in this pratyaksha pramana also there are the 5 different types. That means eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and also skin. These 5 different these senses are cause for the pratyaksha jnanam. That means pratyaksha anubhava jnana. You are connecting this? You are in the track?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So that means why these four terms you asked, na? Pramata, prameyam, pramanam, and prama. So prama means yathartha jnanam is known. It is known as jnanam can be two types. That is anubhava or the samskara.
Yes.
So smrti, anubhava or the smrti. So that's a yathartha jnanam is known as prama. That means yathartha anubhava jnanam is also known as prama. To produce that prama, whatever is the cause, immediate cause, that is known as pramanam. That pramanas can be 10 types. Like pratyaksha, anumana, shabda, upamiti, upamana, and like that. And the person, whoever is behind these pramanas, that's a conditioned soul,
Is pramata.
Is pramata. And the object about whom we are knowing, that is known as prameyam.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఈ 4 టైప్స్ మనకి మెయిన్ మన దీని కింద వస్తాయా ప్రభు?
It's a general notation. So our main focus is pramanam only. Okay. We are not interested in the prameyam, or we are not interested in the pramata. We are interested in pramanam because pramanam is only producing the right knowledge, is producing the knowledge.
Okay.
We want to select such a best pramanam which can give always a right knowledge. So that we can use that pramanam to get always right knowledge, and so that we can make our dealings in this universe and also outside the universe nicely. Okay, now our hunting is for what? Our hunting for
knowledge.
Right pramana. No, right pramana.
Right pramanam.
Because if you find the right pramana, then you can easily get the right knowledge from that pramana. Na?
Okay. Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Any question?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Bhavna.
No, Rajalakshmi is okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mazi, go ahead.
Bhavna, Prabhu. Unmute. One more time. Unmute.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
So actually I typed my question in the chat box earlier. So just want to repeat for us, the knowledge as a devotee is that we should always remember Lord and like serve them. So when we are studying these shastras and discussing more about knowledge, and like, are we not going away from Lord for that duration because we are not able to chant the Mahamantra in like mind? I try to do Mansik Japa always. So I'm in dilemma. Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing bhakti, or am I on another path of Gyan, which may also take me to the Lord, but it may be the longer path. So please suggest me so that I can fully get involved into the class.
Very nice.
I won't be in the moment, so just please guide me.
We have the expert here. Prabhuji will answer. You're in mute, Prabhuji.
Bhavana Mataji. So please be in unmuted state, because I will be asking questions while answering. So your question I am repeating. You were saying that if someone is always chanting holy name, so now hearing these shastras and hearing about this so many things, and this time maybe we are away from hearing the chanting, and is it maybe lost for me? Like that you are asking?
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm feeling that for that time I'm going to focus on Lord. So am I doing something wrong? Should I?
Yeah, definitely you are doing wrong.
Focus in the class. That was my dilemma.
No, definitely you are doing the wrong. If you got the full conviction, that means you are fully surrendered to the Lord. and you are 24 hours trying to remember the Lord, or the chant the holy names, or the hear the holy names. So you are get dedicated for that, and you are doing that because you fully surrender to the Lord, and you made even a single minute in 24 hours of time, even a single minute. You don't want to disconnect yourself from the Lord directly. That means you want to connect with the Lord directly through the hearing His names and chanting His names or remembering Him or the worshipping. So with the direct
Yeah.
activities, if you are able to maintain 24 hours direct connection, and you should not hear this class because you already achieved the goal. But
Hmm.
if you are not in that state,
Hmm.
so first of all, tell me you are in that state or not.
I try to be in that state, but we have our
Hmm.
daily course. We
How
we
many
do.
hours? How many hours you are directly connected with the Lord by hearing, chanting, or remembering, or by paying obeisances like this? Can you roughly tell me in a 24 hours a day?
Prabhuji, at least 14 hours we are awake. So suppose I am doing any activity, right? Suppose I'm cooking. Still, I can do my mansik japa. If I'm working, the pause that I take from work, I can again get connected back. If I'm doing any work around, right? It's still in the mind, something continues as a rhythm, right? That is japa. I come back and then do japa. Again, I go back, do some work, again, come back and do japa. So it is maybe 8 hours, maybe maximum 14 hours. I don't know, right? But we have dialogues in family and all. We cannot be always involved, but I just get tried to involved in bhakti.
Wait. We are not 24 hours connected. We are not fully surrendered. Na? So you are married and you have your job or something, your family. Yes.
You are in mute, Bhavana.
Bhavana,
I,
you should be always unmute. I'll be asking questions.
I have
Yeah,
family, elders,
yeah, yeah.
kids, all with
So,
me.
yeah, yeah. Kids. While serving kids, and sometimes you may so disconnected from the Lord. Sometime at least.
Yeah, we have to
Yes.
discipline them. I want them also to be good
Yeah,
devotees. So
yeah,
I'll
yeah, yeah, yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
to do
Yes, yes.
all.
Yeah, that means you are not directly connected, but you want to make them devotees. In that way, you want to be connected.
Yeah.
So that means in some point of time you are coming to the consciousness of I am mother of these children. Like that you are coming. But in that time also you are not exactly maintaining. Always that means now I don't care for my children and sarvadharman parityaja. That means all these relationships are belong to the body only, and just I want to chant my Lord's names. And here, do you have that state?
We can't do that because we still are
No, no, no,
abide by our
no.
duties.
I'm
Fully
not
not
asking
sin.
can't. I'm
Yes,
asking
Prabhu.
yes or no. Yeah?
Yes.
You are
We are fully surrendered.
you are not fully surrendered, na?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes, Prabhuji. Not fully surrendered.
Ah. So this course intention is to make everyone fully surrender to the Krishna and to
Hmm.
make your attachments to finish your attachments to this material world. How to finish that attachments to this material world, even to children also. You may get surprised. Your
Hmm.
children are not going to be company to you in the Golok Vrindavan, like your
Hmm.
mother there and these will be children.
Hmm.
No, na.
Yeah.
Say yes or no, not yeah, yeah for that. No, you should say no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a journey. So people whom I'm with
Ah,
today always
because
remain.
I'm trying to hit the where you are ignorant. What point you are missing that I'm trying to hit. So try to follow me, okay? So it's not that the making up and down, and I'm trying to bring you to the right understanding. So now that's why still we are not fully surrendered to the Krishna. That means we want to be surrendered and we want to dedicate 24 hours. Krishna is saying that to leave all dharmas, even mother dharma, father dharma is also related to the body only. And you have to surrender to only him and do what? Manmanabho madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. You should always think about him. You always serve him. You always worship him. You always pay obeisances to him. He is expecting only these activities. Not that becomes someone's mother and make them children as devotees. And that is a later thing. Whoever is not able to do these direct things, for them that is recommended actually. So now we are in the second class, not in the first class in devotion. Second class devotion we are doing. Okay. So to make you a first class devotee, that means pure devotee, what you need? You need to build a very strong faith. On whom? On Lord, not on your husband, not on your money, not on your children, not on your family, not on your caste, not on your so-called, that means village or country. Your full faith, complete surrender should be towards whom? Towards the only, exclusively to the Lord. And such a strong faith, from where it will come? It is, that means from that you need the conviction, such a strong conviction. From where it will come? It will come by your experience? No. It will come, that means it will come by your own personal experience, by the pratyaksha pramana? No. It will come from Sastra actually. Because about Lord, who is telling to us?
Yes.
Guru Sadhu Sastra. Sastra is telling about us. Lord, about Lord. What Lord is saying in that Sastra? Ananyas chintayanto mam ye janaha paryupasante tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyam. In that Shastra, like example, Bhagavad Gita is also one of the Shastra. In that Shastra, Lord is saying, so you leave everything and I will take care. Even maintaining your body also, I will take care. And such a promises are there in the Shastra. So when you hear those Shastras, when you hear those pratignas, those promises of the Lord, then you will develop a faith on Him. Then you can leave everything. But to accept that promises which are there in the Shastra, you should get first of all your faith on Shastra itself. Then promises which are mentioned in that Shastra, that's later thing. If you don't have faith on Shastra itself, can you believe the promises which are said in the Shastra fully, strongly?
No, Prabhuji, we have to study. So there are so many shastras. Do I need to then study everything like in a
That's
plan?
why in this course you will be explained. So there is Sastra is Pramana. In that Shastras also, which Shastra we should study, that also we are going to discuss.
Okay, Prabhuji.
This course is relevant to you or not?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Until if you are fully surrendered and 24 hours you are doing the direct devotion to the Lord, then you don't need to study this Shastra Pramana course. But if you are not, then you have to attend this course.
Sure, Prabhuji. Thanks for explaining so nicely.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thanks,
Thank you,
Mataji.
Don't take it personally. Just I'm saying so to make you to understand. Okay.
Next, Rasarangini Radhika Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Thanks for the excellent session, but I generally have lots of doubts, so please bear with me. I have two doubts here. Overall, my understanding is jnanam is of two types, which is anubhava or samskara jnana, and the second type is smrti jnana. And anubhava jnana can be yathartha and ayathartha. So my doubt is, yathartha is, suppose I'm going to a temple and I'm seeing Krishna. Right. And I tell that, okay, this is Krishna, that is yathartha. If one of my friend comes and tells, no, this is stone, will that be called ayathartha? I'm just trying to understand.
Okay.
Rasa. Okay, I'll answer.
Sorry, Prabhu, I'm like little stuck here.
No. You are asking very perfect question. So,
thank you.
those people who didn't study Bhakti Shastras, that means who doesn't have knowledge about the Bhakti, who doesn't know about the Agama Shastras. Agama Shastra, what it is telling? Agama Shastra is saying that when a stone is taken and it is formed as a shape of the Lord, and if you do the prana pratishtha to that, then now onwards you should consider this as nothing but the Lord Himself. Who is saying? Which Shastra is saying?
Agama Shastra.
Agama Shastra is saying. So that's why the one who believes this Bhakti Shastras and Agama Shastras, he will see, even he is also seeing it with bare eyes as a stone, but he will see the deity with the eyes of the Shastra. Shastra Chakshu.
Okay.
And he see Lord as Lord. He see, even that is a stone, but he see himself that as a deity, as a Lord himself. But does the people who doesn't have this, that means this knowledge about the Shastra, then they see with the bare eyes and they see it as a stone. Here the main point is what? They are seeing direct Pratyaksha Pramana. In their case, it is a Pratyaksha Pramana. Only through the Pratyaksha Pramana. Eyes means Pratyaksha Pramana. So through Pratyaksha Pramana, it is looking like a stone. But here, on top of the Pratyaksha Pramana, there is another Pramana is there. That is Sastra Pramana. That's the Sastra, Agama Sastra. It is overruling that Pratyaksha.
Clear.
And overruling and telling that even if you see with your bare eyes as a stone, but you should not consider it as a stone, but Sastra is saying that, yeah, you should see it as a deity, Lord. So that's why your friend doesn't have the Shastra Gnanam. That means another Pramana he doesn't know. Okay. Which is powerful Pramana than the Pratyaksha. That's why he's got illusion. That's why he should study. He should study this Shastra Pramana. You should teach to them.
So will that come also under, will it come under yathartha or ayathartha? That is, mine will come under yathartha because I see as Krishna. Hers will come under ayathartha or?
That is also as per the Pratyaksha Pramana, that is yathartha. But that is also overpowered, overruled by whom? Overruled by the Shastra. That's why now you see two Pramanas are there. That is Shabda Pramana and another is Pratyaksha Pramana. Among these two Pramanas, who is powerful?
Shabda.
Shabda is powerful. That's why Shabda's conclusion only we should take. So that's why your Gnanam is Yathartha Gnanam and their Gnanam is Ayathartha Gnanam.
Clear, Prabhu. Because Shabda is dominating, mine becomes Yathartha and hers will become Ayathartha.
Yeah.
Clear.
Very clear. Tomorrow coming classes, we are going to study how the Shabda Pramana is more powerful than the Pratyaksha. We are going to discuss this. Very good question you asked. Keep it up.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Radhika here. Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Meenakshi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji, Tanvat Pranam, and very nice explanation analytically. And still not much aware about the Sabdagnan or something. But anyway, you're saying that you would continue tomorrow or something like that. And my question is, which is very related to this session, or I don't know that, but I have this doubt all the time and it is bothering me. And like in general, the human being cannot be maintain this all three gunas like sattva, rajas, tamo guna. Always the person won't be on sattva guna. And sometimes, like especially coming to myself, like sometimes even though aware of all this knowledge and experience, but still sometimes committing some mistakes. Like from my mind, I'm doing one thing, and inside it is giving other suggestions like maintaining dualities. I don't know which is exactly, but inside it is trying to stop me that don't do it. So why I'm getting two types of thoughts? I'm doing one thing and inside it is trying to stop me. And what it is exactly, where it is generating? Is it chittam or mind or atma or paramatma? And I'm a bit confused about it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that. Yes, sometimes, especially where I'm just trying to punish my child, I know that I shouldn't do it, but with my anger, so I do give punishment. And but inside my mind is saying that please don't do that. You have to control your emotions like that. So what it is exactly?
Okay. You want to answer, Archana Mataji?
No, you answer.
Okay. So now you should know the sequence, the steps, how one get the knowledge, and also what is the influence of the modes in this process. So on this process. But your question is really leading to so much explanation. You need to know so many things. Let us see how much you can digest. So let me explain.
Sorry to bother you. I think it's very late.
No. For me, it is not late. For us, it's not a late. For me, it is late for you. We don't have problem actually. We can stay another 10 hours also. No problem.
Oh, very nice, Prabhuji.
Yeah. See here, the point is, this is Jivatma, and which is covered with the avidya. Then after that, there is a ahankara. That means false ego.
Yeah.
And then after that, chittam will be there. Chittam. Then after that, intelligence. Then after that, mind will be there. Then after that, senses. Then after that, the gross body. And then after that, the external world. These are the sense objects, like your child or otherwise pen, book, table. All these are all sense objects, objects for the senses. So now what happens? So now your question is, when you are especially, you will be getting the dualities. That means two ways.
Yeah, two opinions, two
Two
suggestions.
opinions, two suggestions are coming. So what is this? And also you are just to mention the word, there is the influence of sattva, rajas and tamas. This word also you utilize, use this word, and also you use the dualities and not able to make the right decision. This word also you said.
Yeah.
Everything is very connected actually. It needs a lot of science is there here. So first of all, decision making is done by whom among all these? That is by the intelligence. The role of making decisions is belonging to whom? This role is belong to the intelligence. This is the decision maker.
Okay.
Desiring the objects, that means desiring and not desiring, or rejecting. Accepting and rejecting is done by whom? Accept and reject is done by mind. I want and I don't want. And chitta is the place where the impressions are stored.
Yeah.
Now, you should understand there is always influence of sattva, rajas, tamas on all these things. Chitta, intelligence, mind, senses. All these are all made up of three modes. And these are all influenced by what? By these three gunas. So, for example, I will say influence of sattva, rajas, tamas. How they are influencing these elements. For example, just I gave previously one Mataji example actually. There is a pole. There is one pole. So, there is a pole, and generally what happens? So, in the Pratyaksha Pramana, what happens? Pratyaksha Pramana, there will be Pratyaksha Pramana means five senses are known as Pratyaksha Pramana. Example is those are the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. These five are the senses. So through these eyes, when you see an object, this is a pole. Okay? This is a pole. Is a pole means no? The pillar.
Yeah, pillar.
It's a pillar. And with these eyes, when the pillar is seen, what happens in general process? What happens? So pillar is seen by the eyes, and this impression, eyes will be is making a picture, photo, and these eyes will be make a photo and sent to whom? Sent to mind, and mind will be transferring that photo to whom? To the intelligence. And intelligence, what it will do? Already there are so many impressions are there in the chitta. Similar kind of that means the photos are there and also the names also there. There is a photo here. There's a pillar photo and also word name also is there in the form of impression. This photo is known as pillar. Now intelligence will be comparing this new photo with the existing photos, and it will be matching. This intelligence is matching with one of them, and finally intelligence will be deciding the name of this photo as what? As what?
Pillar.
Pillar. So then this person, then what knowledge is produced in this intelligence? What knowledge is produced? This is pillar. This knowledge is produced where? In intelligence. Intelligence is deciding this photo is pillar photo. So that's why this object is pillar. Now, similarly, so in the Sabda Pramana also. No, wait. Now I'm saying, now this intelligence, mind and senses, these are the sitting places. For whom? For the lust. Lust can sit in intelligence, lust can sit in the mind, lust can sit in the senses. When too much lust is sitting in all these, very lusty guy, that means he is in what mode now? That means he means this intelligence, mind and senses are now fully inflicted by mode of passion, rajas. Then what will happen when he see the pillar? Because of this heavy inflection of this rajas, this pole is appearing like what? Like a woman. Example is when Brahmadev has created. So first he creates the yakshas and rakshasas. Then after that he created the devatas, and in between, that means when he created the asuras, these asuras are very much inflicted by the lust actually. So when they see the evening twilight means Sayankala, Sandhya.
Yeah.
Twilight, when they saw the twilight, so the clouds, they are seeing the evening, that means twilight clouds, and they thought these clouds as a beautiful woman. Why
Because
they
of
are
lust,
inflicted with lust.
inflicted
That
by
means this lust is dominating in intelligence, mind and senses, and that's why intelligence is concluding that object as what? As a wrong thing. That is a lusty. That means as a woman.
From where do it generates the lust? You're saying that the asuras are there generating lust, and from where do they get it? From where
No.
do
They are not generating. They are inflicted by the lust.
Okay.
You're understanding?
Why? What is the reason? The asuras only they are inflicted by the lust.
Intelligence, mind, we are also inflicted by the lust because lust is there in the form of the impressions. That means lust means what? Kama. Kama bijas are there in the chitta.
So from their previous lives or something like samskaras.
From the millions of lives, these samskaras are coming.
Yeah.
Now these, because so some udbodhakas will awaken those impressions, lusty impressions, and now because of those who are awakened, those will be immediately influencing intelligence, mind and senses. That means now all these became now lusty, intelligence, mind and senses.
Mind and senses.
Now whenever you see even the clouds, they are seeing and they are thinking that it is woman. That means wrongly deciding. Object is cloud, but they are deciding it as woman. And this mind is this affected mind is desiring that I want that.
Yeah.
So that's why when your intelligence is affected by the rajas and tamas, you will be make wrong decision.
Yeah.
So how to make intelligence sattvic? Those things will be studying in future.
Yeah.
Just digest this, and in the during coming to classes, you'll be learning more.
Yeah, sure, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Very wonderful explanation.
Any Mataji?
Any other questions? I think no more questions. If anyone has any questions, you can ask Prabhuji. Okay, if there are no questions, then
Sastra Pramana is such a course, it will lead to the hundreds of questions. Yeah, this is a good course actually. Yes, Devahuti, Mother Devahuti, how are you?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
I'm
Krishna.
really enjoying the lecture. You know, so many questions. Sometimes some thoughts come to our mind, but we don't know how to put it across. That somebody else asked that question, and your doubts are cleared. I'm really enjoying. I have attended your earlier course, which you had
Yes, yes.
conducted.
Yeah.
This is totally different. I'm feeling a totally different color to this to this course, and it's very very nice. And both of you are complimenting each other. Like you are what she is, Machana Machati is not saying, you are complimenting, and we're having a wonderful session. Thanks a lot.
Yes,
Just
Mataji.
wanted to give congratulations. बहुत ही अच्छा है.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
thank you, Mataji. Next, Swapna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam.
Mm.
We want to join Bhagavad Gita class conducted by Prabhuji. How to join Mataji?
Prabhuji, they want to join your
Bhagavad-
Bhagavad Gita class.
English or Hindi, Mataji? Telugu.
Telugu Prabhuji.
Telugu is over now. Recently I finished. So I will be doing తెలుగు క్లాసెస్ అయిపోయినాయమ్మా మొన్నే ఫినిష్ చేసేసాం మీరు ఒకవేళ గోలోక్ వాణి ఛానల్కి వెళ్తే అక్కడ మీకు కనిపిస్తుంది
Yeah, today we have gone through your channel playlist. So there are only 6 chapters, Prabhuji, the playlist.
No, there are 18 chapters are there. Gita Saradhalesa part 1, part 2. थोड़ा सा आप नीचे जाएंगे. If you go a little down, then you can find.
Down, yeah, we'll try it. But very, very nice explanation, Prabhuji. Really analytical, and yeah, we are very much interested. Anyway, we'll go through the classes and we'll make notes also.
Yes.
And yeah, definitely we'll learn the content. And again, if you're conducted the classes, yeah, we would like to join.
Okay. Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah,
Hare Krishna.
very nice explanation, Prabhuji. I have never ever seen actually.
Chala
Yeah, because we have gone through different classes, but here we are able to understand it, the concept in a depth way. Yeah, it's really,
Yeah,
really
yeah.
wonderful, Prabhuji, and Mataji also. Yeah, thank you
Yeah.
so much for the patience.
Yeah.
Really hard. Thank you.
Thank you
Hare
so much,
Krishna.
Prabhuji. Hare Mataji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we will end, Prabhuji, or
Yeah. Yes, Mataji.
one more.
Oh, yeah. No,
No?
same.
Same, huh? Okay.
Same. Leave it. Yeah.
Okay. So we will I will send you the material, whatever we covered today. Please go over that. And when you come tomorrow, we can ask some questions to see how much you have understood. And then we will continue. Padma Keshavi Mataji is raising her hand.
Nobody is there.
First, Mataji's Padma Kesh, her hand matlab She's raising her physical hand.
Physical. Yes, Mataji.
She's in mute.
Yeah, I'm unmuted.
Okay. I'm sending. You'll send in the form of PDF, or how you will send the message?
Yes, PDF, Mataji.
PDF.
Okay, thank you. That's all.
Thank you.
Mataji, in the chat box. Okay, I think. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Mataji, end it.
Yes, thank you. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you very much for everyone. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada.